Hello, and welcome to The Table is Yours, a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends sit around a table and through video call to play Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Con Riley. I'm your GM, your DM, your best friend. My pronouns are they, them. You can follow me anywhere at Kryles. And for this week's fun fact, we did last recording we did most watched show or rewatched show. I want to know what game, because I know even if we're not all gamers or gamer girlies, I know we have all played video games and at least played probably one video game at least a couple times. But what video game do you find yourself replaying a lot? My choice would probably be Dark Souls. I think I've talked about it. That's my favorite video game of all time. But instead of saying that, because I think I've already said that in a fun fact before, one game I find myself playing almost yearly, and it's coming around that time where I'm like, it's time for me to play this game again, is Double Fine's Brutal Legend, starring Jack Black. I play that every year for some reason. It's not the best game. It's this weird RTS slash hack and slash game. I like it. I like the music in it. It's weird, but I don't know. I play it once a year. So that's my answer. But on to our friends.
Five-headed friends.
Starting with Vic Schmitz.
I'm not yawning. It's not you. It's me. Hi, I'm Vic. I play the Gherkin Girly, Delilah Carter. My pronouns are they, them. Her pronouns are she, her. And I don't play video games, which is maybe surprising, but I really don't. I've never played a plot-oriented video game, but the one that me and my siblings used to play when we were young all the time was Sonic and the Secret of the Rings.
Oh.
But specifically only the party mode. We never played the plot mode ever. We only played the party mode all the time, constantly. And when I go home, we found it at for $5 at a Walmart, and we were we're playing that on the Wii. We're booting up the Wii, and we're gonna play this, and it was great. Other than that, I play Mario Party. Pretty much. Speaking of bananas.
Hi, my name's Jana. I play Figs, the Dwarven Ranger. Both of us go by she, her pronouns. And I guess I would have to say, so I'm not the biggest gamer girly on the planet, but I will always, always, always want to play Sims. Probably I'm sorry, but Sims 4, as much as all the stuff that they made for Sims 4, I just like the layout of Sims 3 better.
Sims 3 is better.
Sims 4 controls are insane, and I don't like it. So if it's not Sims, my other answer would be Stardew Valley, because I just want to marry all the different husbands and see what, romance the town and all that fun stuff. So that's my answer for that.
You get away from Alex right now.
Have him. Take him. I don't want him.
I will. I'll give him every egg I fucking have. Back up, whore. Speaking of that, hi, I'm Jake. I play Rayon. He's a wizard. I play a lot of games. I'm a gamer girl, if you would. I'm a gamer gay. I'm a gamer. #gay. I replay a lot of them also, but one that I always go back to is a dumb fucking game that I have the case of right here. I'm so glad you brought this up, because I have this right here, baby. I'm quoting Thor. It's called Eternal Sonata. The plot of it is basically real life composer Chopin is dying, and this is all his death dream. He's created this world in his dying dream, and it's got fun little things like Prince
That's
Forte.
That's an insane concept.
This girl, her name is Polka. And everything is music themed, and it's so dumb and it's so stupid. And if you can cast magic, you're dying.
Hey everybody, I'm Heather. I play Ricky, the other half of the Snow Elf twins. My pronouns are they, them. You can find me on Instagram at Land of Lore. And I am also a massive little gamer girly. And I am a whore for Dragon Age, I won't lie.
Hi friends, I'm Lizzie King. You can find me on Instagram at LizzieKing_, because I'm just that creative. So video games, I dabble quite a bit. Not quite a bit, that's a lie, I dabble. There's probably two that I keep going back to, all of the BioShock games and Diablo, but Diablo back when it was on the PC, PC Diablo. I love that shit.
Hi, I'm Sean. I play Thog, the Lizard Folk Barbarian. He, hims across the board. By pure just play hours, I have Civ 5 here. I've played a whole lot of Civilization 5. But in terms of games that I've replayed a whole lot, I guess every game of Civ is replaying, sort of. Portal 2 I've at least played through 5 times. So that's one I've come back to a couple times.
Yeah,
where I've gone through the whole thing
Portal
over and over again. It's an easy one too, because it's not that long, but it's just so good. It's just so good.
And then, of course, you can follow us anywhere at TTIY D&D on all social medias. That is on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We have a Patreon. Go become a member there. You can become anywhere from free to different 3 tiers to get bonus content, and then we have a Discord you can join, which you can like access our Ask Me Anythings to characters and Gug. I know people love Gug, and other things. So go do those things. They're in our link tree and our links below. The doobly doos, do that. Subscribe, all the things. But yeah, if there are no questions, comments, concerns, or other video games we need to mention, which I know there are, but I'm going to cut you off before you say it. Let us get into the recap of what happened on last episode of The Table Is Yours. Every tale has its ballad, just as every hand has its ace. In a game of chance, there is no gambling with cards unseen. Each play warrants different risks and rewards, but not till all are laid bare can the table be yours.
So, I got sucked away or whatever, so your guess of what happened last episode is as good as mine. Just kidding, I'll catch you up. So since I was gone, the other unusuals literally freaked the Frost out. They had asked Soyet if he knew what happened to me. He had basically explained that something called the Everbright not only took me, but other wandering spirits to a place called Valemore, basically ruins to what Soyet believed might have been a city that Krusnik was maybe a barracks for before Frostfall, but the Everbright was taking spirits to build an army and use ghosts to explode or something. Anyways, Soyet explained, just in case some of us were not aware, that since Frostfall blocked the Eclipse realms from the other planes, when people died, they could not pass on correctly, hence why the Spirit Walker brought me back to help spirits pass on, which I have yet to do, but I am working on it, I swear, Death Daddy. Wink. As everyone tried to theorize how to get my spirit back and keep it safe without it just getting zipped back to Valemore, because apparently spirits in the Uncharted lands are more vulnerable or something? I don't know. But Soyet said that there was a place by Valemore called Winterhausen that celebrates a holiday or whatever called Eufenfest, which Dill immediately remembered hearing about Eufenfires when the Brinefather told her to get some as payment for the help he gave during the Abomination's rampage at Blacksalt. Anyways, apparently the holiday is a celebration of beings that saved them from the frost, and whomever is the most festive gets a gift. So maybe if they go there after getting me, they could get my body back as a gift so Death Daddy can put my spirit back in. So yeah, that was the plan. Soyet led them to Valemore and even helped Rayan get Ricky out of that statue thingy. When they got outside of Valemore, Soyet said he would not join them in going inside, but said if we ever needed help, he'd be happy to. Elsewhere. I bet you're wondering what I was up to. Well, I had ghost-like chains on my wrist to a table in these ruins, and I heard this super creepy voice say, "How strong is your soul fire?" I am so over being a gross, slimy ghost.
What did I fucking say to you, you whore? What did I say?
How strong is your soul flame?
Yeah, you asked me about my starfire.
Your whole fire. Okay.
Your whole fire?
I want your whole fire.
Doctor, I've got a case of whole fire. I need some.
Yeah, so the last thing that was said was, how powerful is your soul fire? God damn it.
Okay.
Is your soul fire taut or is your soul fire loose?
Yeah, we're on.
It's WAP.
You gotta save the soul fire if you.
No!
That's the name of the episode. It's just Soul Fire. Soul Fire.
I don't know what to say.
Come again?
Can you just re-say?
It's, you kind of hear almost in this cacophonous ripple effect. You just hear the same how powerful is your soul fire? It's soul fire.
Guys, this is creepy. Make it stop. Hello? Yeah, this is not funny. Could you just... Hello? Friends?
You feel this almost... the best way I can describe it is it feels as though where your heart would be, which is something, a feeling that Serena hasn't felt in a long while, or ever, I guess, because Serena never felt that, I guess. As far as she's aware. Your heart didn't beat as an undead, or as a reborn.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But you feel at the center of your ethereal chest, you feel this, pulse. And if you look down, there's a bit of, this, glow to you. And it seems you'd probably expect, since you're this tealish, ghastly color, you'd expect, a tealish, ghastly glow. But it's this, void of color, gray-white balloon of glow that kind of pulses at your chest as you just see this figure across from the table appear. They kind of visualize, or materialize, I should say. They also are a specter, like you. It's hard to discern any features of them, probably because of this glow. It kind of like you'll get some features, and then like the glow will like intensify, so like your vision will blur a bit and then come back. The most you can get is this looks like someone who was in some type of armor.
Hi, I don't know what's going on.
You have joined the Everbright.
No, I didn't.
Actually, I hadn't. Yeah. It is good. Our numbers need to increase.
No, I didn't sign anything. I was just with my friends. I have other things to do. I actually gotta go, if you could.
There is only one thing you need to do, as we all do.
And that is...
deter the rime and end the encrusting frost.
Ooh. Well, actually, that is intriguing.
Good.
But, can I ask you some questions?
There's no answer, but I guess it's not necessary now. You don't hear it.
Okay,
though.
cool, sick. So I'm also on a journey to defeat all of the rhyme and save the world. So I think that we might be vibing here, but the vibe you're giving off is just slightly scarier. So I just want to make sure you don't have any kind of ulterior motive. So let's say that you do what you want to do, and the frost is gone, then what?
There's nothing after that.
So the world just lives happily ever after, hooty-doody, flowers and rainbows?
The world will be saved.
Yeah, but sometimes when people say save, they mean like smited, and I don't want to be smited, and I don't want anybody else to be smited. I want everyone to be like, woo! So...
The world will be safe for the living.
Not currently living, so what about me?
You have joined the Everbright. We're gonna switch over to Gold Team. Yes, you guys are right outside, so yeah, just said good luck.
I am currently pushing my forehead into the stone and just kind of like feeling the texture of the wall. Can I roll like a history check to see if this if things feel familiar? Not familiar in the sense of like I've been here, but like familiar in the sense of like, can I tell what this has been used for?
Sure, roll a history check.
I have a question for the party.
Sure. Well, that's being rolled. Yeah, what's your
one
question?
of us is a dwarf, and one of us has stone cunning, which is a feature that a race has that is never applicable. Can we apply it?
I know how I'm going to impress Rayon. Can I do it? Can I?
Sure?
Yeah. How about this? I see Rayon shove his forehead onto the rock, and he's like trying to imbibe its information, and clearly nothing's happening. So
I didn't say what I rolled yet, so we don't.
I don't know. You just described.
Nat 20,
Nat 20. So as I see him doing that, I'm just gonna kind of walk up to the stone wall
And do the same thing?
And do the same thing, but with my fingies instead of my head. So
And you hum a dwarvish tune.
I have a really funny bit for Ricky, are you following Rayon do this, or are you like behind you?
I was gonna like try to do deeper inspection on to see if I can find anything wrong, but I was
all right. Then you can do an advantage, Rayon, because Ricky's with you. You have your double proficiency figs, which means you just whatever your intelligence modifier is, double that. So like it's +3, it's +6 instead. And then I have a funny thing. For Geo, Dylan, Thog in a second with this.
So I rolled a 16, and doubling my modifier will give me 6. So
22.
Yeah, 22.
So 22 for Figs, and then for Rayon with your advantage from Ricky, for your history check.
26.
The pioneers used to drive these babies for miles.
We're also searching for different things.
Yeah, what were you looking for?
I'm looking to find like the historical context of the building. Not the stone and how they were cut and what they're used
No,
for.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not a building, it's a wall, just so we know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So, for Figs, excuse me, with your stone cutting... This is ashlar fine masonry that I just had to Google, which is a type of masonry that every stone is cut into a uniform size. So they're all, like, this is very established uniform building blocks of stone bricks, or stone blocks, if you want to call them that. They have right vertical and horizontal joints with adjacent stones. It's very expensive. That's the thing you would know about this. Doing this type of wall, ashlar fine masonry, is expensive because there is like ashlar rough, which is not exactly as... Ashlar rough would still be the same idea of it's all in this very uniform lining, but it's not... Instead of it being like a perfect rectangle, it might be like a bit more like curved and not exactly all the same, where this one is like exact same blocks. I am Googling this. This is what it's telling me. Because I don't know what the fuck anything about stoneworking or masonry, so thank you for this, Sean. Fuck you.
You do that.
Sean,
Yeah,
Sean,
no,
I love you. Sean, thank you.
And now
Glad to
I'll
be
have
here.
this. Oh, yeah, now I'll have this. It has a very clean and uniform face, but whatever this wall, whoever made this wall, it was a very expensive choice to make the wall this way. And there are parts of the wall that are cracking, but not because of the way that the masonry was put up. It's more because of time and how long it's been here. This is old. This is at least 1,000 years old, if not older. You could assume it's older because it looks like it's been destroyed by erosion, and also it looks like there was some type of blast. And as you know of the stories, when Frostfall occurred, it was a flash freeze. So it's a combination of both. But wherever this place was, they were well off because they have a very expensive wall, or did. What were you looking for?
So I'm looking specifically for like the use of this from Frostfall on, like the use of like, is this attached to anything? Are there like any kinds of things where you can tell that somebody did anything with this wall?
It's a wall around what used to be was probably once either large town or small city.
Worm. There are no like adjustments to it to like they didn't add anything. There's no addition to this wall. It's just like this wall was cut and has been here, not cut, but like this wall has been built and then it was just left like that. Like there are no like add-ons, nothing like built off of the structure.
Not that you can tell, no. But it does look like, what I will give you with that, and thank you for giving me more, because if there's ever like you're looking for something and I'm like, I'm not, like, if you give me details, it helps me, inspire me to get through things. What I will say, now that you said it that way, more than likely, they would have had to have some type of like outposts and like ramparts, and also like probably like stations for guard of this city or town.
Watchtowers.
But you don't see any, so your only assumption is that it would have been wood, and that's why it's gone.
Okay.
So the stones lasted, but whatever. It does look like there are parts where you're like, wouldn't they have something? And they don't.
Okay.
Probably because it's gone from the city. So it looks, despite it being weathered and old, it looks like this place does no, like, you'd expect this place to have, like, security, but, like, they obviously don't because of time. So it looks more just like pristine rock, which, as you would know, rock is more likely to withstand time than wood would.
Okay. I've got some inferences and some thoughts from that. That's good. Okay, perfect.
For Geo, Dill, and Thog, Geo's gonna... So, to the left, Ricky and Rayon walk over, and they're looking at the rock, and you probably won't see any writings or anything on it. It just looks like rock. And then, on the right side, I'm just gonna say, like, they go to the left, Figs goes off to the right, and it's like, stoneworking, Geo's gonna, like, walk ahead and be like, guys, the entrance is here. And he's, like, pointing at the big archway. He's like, are you guys... We could just walk through the entrance. Like, he's doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just, like, staring at them, like, rubbing their faces against the wall.
Because there's, like, a huge open area where a gate... You do see the gate is lifted and it is frozen. Like, up there, like, probably the iron is stuck in there from a bunch of rust and ice. Like, just one goes left, one goes right, and they both avoid the entry arch to the gate of the wall. And Geo just goes, the entrance it's right here, guys. We can just walk through.
Are we supposed to kiss the wall like the rest of them?
I feel like maybe there might be more telling information inside of the city limits, but that's just me. I don't... I'm a fighter, not a studious.
I do not traffic in stoneworking.
I'm just curious about like the structure and the stone that they used, because like this is like serious stuff. Like this is expensive.
You would probably recognize this. Looks like it must have been taken from the like quarries of the mountain and to your west. That is the Divided Mountains, which is where you're from. So you're not too far off from where you're from. You're not too far off from the part of Avern you guys are from, except for the giant ice wall you have to jump off. But
I mean, seriously, like we have stone like this where I'm from, like my hometown, like, And it's expensive stuff, and it's heavy. Like, you
Oh,
would
it's
have had to
expensive.
travel all the way.
Could I sell it?
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
mean,
think it's the structure of it that is expensive, right? Like the way
and the
it was made.
material too. Like, just like the labor. Like, look at how perfect the lines are. Like, do you see, besides anything from the snow or the ice, like, do you see any imperfections in the mason work?
Yeah. Just smile and nod. Yeah.
I don't see
That's
that.
really
No.
fascinating.
No,
I
you
think we should-
don't, because this is like,
No, I don't. No, I'm listening. I am listening. I just am confused, but I am listening. I'm intrigued.
no, I'm just saying, like, I mean, it looks really old, but this is some nice work here. I mean, and for it to still be standing after God knows how long. I mean,
Oh, I see the signature of the artist here at the bottom. It says Tim and the Stonework.
No, they were a band. Yeah.
They had a hustle, a side hustle.
The side hustle.
Hey,
That's how
this
they
is
got
how
their
they made most of their money.
So what we can assume from this is that there used to be, at one point in time, pre-Frostfall, so not that interesting, a route between here and the Divided Mountains. As I gesture over to the Divided Mountains,
why,
like the direction of them.
yes, Rayon, what a wonderful connection that I helped make.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question. We're going to find ghosts. Is any of this really relevant?
Yes,
Well, it's
because
interesting.
this is an outer wall of a city or town, but you don't see any ramparts, watchtowers, any kind of structures that indicate defense. There is nothing to indicate.
I don't think ghosts really need defenses. Personally.
Well, I'm sure they weren't here the whole time.
The thing I'm saying to look out for is, what do ghosts not have to worry about that we do? Monsters.
Also, we have to worry about the ghosts.
There are no defenses, which means no one is stopping monsters from going inside, so we need to look out because the city's unguarded and could be inhabited by more than just ghosts.
Yeah.
yeah, Dale and Gio are just...
The gate's also been open for a long time, so nothing's really going to be kept out of it.
I
increasing the
anticipated
list of
fighting
dangers.
monsters, but that's just me. I'm ready.
I think, Figs is on the one side going, yeah, this. It's all interesting. And, it's like that Jill and Gio will just turn and do, nod. And also this. Nod. Okay. Fog's already, chipped one out. He's like, okay, I got money.
Yeah, I have a pocket that just sits in halfway into the
It's a whole
pocket.
brick.
This whole brick.
And probably Figs ran on Rick. You're like,
Just ruined this perfect wall.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, inside it hurts that you just did that, but also,
Oh, no one said
you're
no
gonna-
while I was doing this. It didn't take
No,
me
it's okay.
more than a minute.
no, it's alright. I'm just gonna let you know right now, if you were to sell that, you'd make a good chunk of change. That's all
Oh,
I'm
so
saying.
it's a good thing. This is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, I mean,
cool.
I hate that you
Already
broke the integrity-
ruins.
I mean, I hate that you broke the integrity of this beautiful wall
Yeah.
and the artistry that went into this beautiful wall, but you're gonna make a good chunk of change. Just saying.
So since it's already integrally gone, can I take more?
Yeah, I mean, we don't own it.
should we help Serena?
Go inside. Serena's dying.
Yeah, that's,
we need
yeah.
Oh, we have to
So
show
Serena
her.
already
I
died.
have to show her my brick.
If
Yes,
there's
we
ghosts
can
in there,
show
she's
it.
amongst friends.
Fog is bricked up, ready to go.
It's fine. We just ruined a historically ancient building. It's
They were
great.
already
It's
ruined,
fine.
Ricky. Let's.
Yeah.
But also,
This
if
whole
they were
time
that
she's
easy
just
to destroy,
fervently writing notes.
wouldn't you imagine that something could also just chip it away, which means nothing's touching the walls? Are you guys coming? I'm going to the door now.
I'm already in.
Oh yeah, I was already wandering.
I'm right
Dill,
behind
what are you
Rayon
standing
and
there
Ricky.
for?
I'm right behind him.
I'm going to say Dale and Gio are in first because they were just
Yeah.
I'm on the lookout for ghosts.
yeah.
I'm on the lookout for traps.
We're looking for goats and the never night.
I'm not looking up.
Yeah.
I'm just I am
just-
blindly following Rayon.
Yeah. I am as we go, I'm just creating a map.
As you guys start walking in, as you guys are rocks, and Dylan and Gio, you guys are in the front just what the heck? Serena? So as you guys walk for a bit, this looks like it used to be some type of city or town. There's a few and far between houses that are fully complete, if not weathered on the outside a little bit. Down the middle road, it seems to lead to some type of keep. Again, looks kind of destroyed and ruined, but I'm assuming most of you would be like, that seems like the place to go, because it's like the middle big building. Where else do we to go? And probably by that point, you'll hear very softly, like, the voice of Serena speaking and echoing in a room.
I can still hear her voice.
Give it about, like, 2 minutes, and then you can interrupt her as I go back to Serena. Alright, this person's in front of you.
Hi, okay. So I have so many questions and I don't know how to begin. So you are making an army of the dead, yes?
The Everbright has his army.
Yeah, and I apparently signed up for it.
And you see this vision of this person to your right that is then next to you.
Hi, who? Hi, who are you?
Again, instead of teal, it looks like this, like, white-gray spirit.
Oh, are you in charge here?
My name is Cedric.
Cedric. Oof. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So sorry, I'm fumbling. Cedric. Wow. Okay.
He seems to be wearing what looks like potentially cleric clothes, maybe, like cleric armor. Roll a perception, insight, and then I'll tell me the number and I'll get to it in a second.
13.
13, okay. He seems to have, like, kind of, like, white hair that kind of goes down in, like, this, like, mullet short on the top, and then he has, like, kind of sideburns that go almost down to, like, a bit, like, the bottom of his jowls. And he seems kind of clean and put together. His armor does have adornments on it. Again, they phase in and out. Like, with specters and ghosts, they kind of have, like, the image kind of blurs. Like, it'll, like, stay and then blur and then stay and then blur. Like, it's sometimes hard to focus it in. But it does seem that he carries this insignia on him that looks like it might be the shape of what the sun looks like.
The sun?
Yep. Looks like a circle, sometimes with jagged edges, and then sometimes it's just hard to discern.
Not
that you'll know what that means, but...
So, I understand that I've somehow involuntarily been a part of your army, but I was kind of in the middle of something.
Not my army.
So was...
The Everbright.
Who? And you are not related to the Everbright?
My name is Cedric.
Yeah, but like, what's your role here? What do you do?
Sometimes I commune with others.
Like me?
New recruits, if you will.
Yeah, but how do I get unrecruited?
I wish I had an answer for that.
No, but I, like, really gotta go. Like, I really do want to help you, and I think your goal, from what it sounds like, is almost too good to be true, and I really do want to help, but I also have I have friends I need to find, I have a body I need to find. If you haven't noticed, I'm a ghost, which, no offense, you look like you've been a ghost for a while, so that ship's probably sailed, but, I do need to go.
Probably the best time you guys can walk in.
Knock on the door.
Can I please?
Serena!
Friends! I hear you. Friends!
Stop looking at the stone! She's over there!
You guys just see me shackled to this frickin' thing. Can y'all get me out of here?
Alright, unshackle
Are you
her.
okay?
Wow, she looks different.
You're glowing.
Yeah, you'll walk into this, like, empty stone tablature, like, meeting room, and it's just Serena and this figure.
Apparently I've been signed up for the draft.
What draft?
So before anybody freaks out, I'm okay, you know? This is Cedric. He's not in charge, but he knows the people in charge, and they are setting up an army to take down the rhyme and unfrost the world.
Oh.
It's not necessarily setting up an army. As you kind of, like, watch as Cedric looks around, and if you follow his eye line, you will see, like, ghosts appear. And they seem more like teal. They seem teal like the teal ghosts, you know, very general ghost, that seem to have that glow I was describing in Serena that isn't occurring right now with you, Serena, but there's that, like, kind of, like, white glow in the middle.
And we can all see this?
You can see the other ghosts, yes. They appear as Cedric kind of, like, looks around.
Excellent. I am sketching like crazy in my book this whole time.
Got it.
Is this the Everbright guy?
Yeah.
This is the army of the Everbright.
They said I can't leave.
You are not the Everbright?
My name is Cedric.
He keeps saying that.
So you're Cedric, but Cedric is not the Everbright.
The Everbright is not here.
Can we meet them?
In due time. This is not a place for the people of life. Why are you here?
Well, we're here, so...
We're here to rescue our friend and put her back in a buddy.
That's me.
This
I'm
is too
Brent.
late.
This was all a big misunderstanding. she isn't really fully dead. We just need to get her back. So this is We could just take her and we'll be on our way and we will stop disrupting your
She's just
your
wearing dead
army.
face. It's not real.
She's just nearly dead.
Nearly dead.
This whole thing will
Mostly
be a funny
dead.
memory.
Yeah, it's really, this was an accident. She doesn't need to be here, so we'll just be taking her and be on her.
And yet the chains are around her. I'm sorry, the Everbright has chosen you.
But what is... I'm already been claimed by my spirit daddy?
Is there like something we could... Is this kind of like an eye for an eye situation? Like we're going to have to find you another dead person's soul so that we can get our friend back?
It's not, but if there's another dead soul nearby, then they shall join the army of the Everbright as well.
Well,
Oh, Cedric, I have an idea.
Mr. Cedric, good idea!
Mr. Krabs!
So I kind of have a job, right? I was kind of given a job by my spirit daddy where I'm supposed to help people pass on, right?
I mean, he's looking at you. He's not gonna...
Right. So that's the thing. And as long as you guys can, like, dot your T's and cross your I's and tell me that you're cool, I can send those people here.
To heaven.
To heaven.
to heaven.
I'm happy now. So sorry I died.
So sorry I died.
Wait, are you...
So if you... I don't know if I should be doing
Are
this.
you offering to call people to the army of the Everbright instead of sending them to heaven, where they're supposed to go?
No, Meta, you're dead. Quick, kill Vic. The table is yours. In no way is trying to replicate any real events that might have happened.
We do not endorse, nor...
I can just send the bad people here. I'll send the ones I think would be a good fit here to help you unfrost the world, right? And then I'll just go get my body. And that way it's like 5 for the price of 1. Well, probably more than 5. I'll give you more than 5. But just, can I go?
Based on your track record, I'm sure 5s.
Can I go?
Cedric's face is unmoving.
Wait, Serena, what if you're pledged to a god currently? What if you could make, you know...
I could call him.
Call your daddy.
That's a great
Call
idea.
her daddy.
Call your daddy.
Okay, I try to call my daddy.
Hey, it's Spirit Walker. I'm out right now. I'll come back and I'll be there.
Goddamn Yato.
Why did the Everbright pick her?
Ooh, you picked me? Actually, tell me why.
She was a wandering spirit nearby.
Oh, that's not fun.
Damn. So I'm not special.
Is the Everbright's decision absolute? Or is there a workaround?
You all seem not to have a very good grasp on the dire situation of what is currently happening in the world's events.
No, I know.
No, I trust me.
I think we know a little bit of it, but I mean, if you wouldn't mind enlightening us exactly on what you mean.
I think we actually have similar goals, as
That's
Serena
what
was saying. And we could help each other. We could do something together. That's what I'm saying. Maybe if we talk to the Everbright and we kind of cut a deal, or maybe like a mutual benefit.
Yeah, we could do, what is it? It's called a squid crow bro or something.
Yes.
Yes, Squid Crow,
Yeah.
bro.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but you all seem to be kind of stuck here. I think we can be a little more mobile
We're
and
not stuck
go
here.
further and help you. You just choose to be here?
Notice you see no rhyme here.
We see no rhyme here yet.
Cedric, who were you?
It's who are. He's still a person.
In life.
It's hard to recall. I can tell you who the Everbright was, though.
Yeah, do that.
Please do.
Yes.
Please
Yeah.
do, please. Actually, yes.
The Everbright was one of the heroes of the Ember Line.
Ember like fire?
Very good, Serena. No, just kidding. They were the heroes tasked to stop Frostfall from occurring, and they failed.
If there were heroes tasked to stop Frostfall, that means that through some kind of task or prophecy, these people were picked for some reason. What caused Frostfall?
The disruption to the powers of the Verglacium.
Disruption to the powers of the Verglacium.
Verglacium is, like, you guys might have all heard that term. Verglacium is kind of what they call the poles, and there's a power to the poles. There's like primordial ice powers to the poles, but you would know them more as like the northern and southern claws. But they're like their full title is the Northern Claw, the Verglacium, aka the North Pole. The Southern Claw, the Verglacium, aka the South Pole. And Verglacium, if you know the story of Frostfall, you'd know that Verglacium is what is called like the primordial powers of ice. And if you know anything past that, if you think you would, it's just that before life really started on the material plane in the Eclipse realms, it was all frozen, like perfectly frozen. And not in a malicious way, kind of like what I said in the beginning of the campaign for like the introduction, where it wasn't in a malicious way, it was just like, we'll keep it preserved. But then somebody fucked with it and Frostfall happened. Something happened where someone fucked with the powers of Verglacium, so it went flash freeze. If you can know all of that or some of that or as much as you think you know of that, but yeah, that's Verglacium, you would understand that they're referencing the powers of primordial ice.
At some point, I don't know if it was already asked, but I would like to ask Cedric during our time of waiting, are you like Serena? And I know you said you know your purpose and everything, but like, do you need help getting out of here? Or passing on, moving on?
You don't seem to have some type of dire understanding of the threat of this world, do you?
No, I haven't really been away from home much.
The world is freezing over.
Hasn't it been frozen?
It's still freezing.
Oh, you mean like it's getting worse?
It's actively freezing.
Oh.
I thought Frostfall was an instant occurrence.
Yeah.
It was.
That then went away. Is that now?
Frostfall was the flash freeze.
Yes.
The flash freeze did not freeze everything over, otherwise no one would be standing here. The disruption to the Verglacium was supposed to freeze everything. It hadn't.
So there's
that is still
something.
their goal. Why do you think the rhyme exists? For torment? They must have an end.
So their goal is to freeze the rest of the world.
So you say you've been building this army for a real long time. What have you accomplished?
The accomplishment wasn't supposed to be we've kept Rhyme out, we've lost numbers to keep the Rhyme away. But the goal is to go back to the Northern Claw and rid the corruption to the powers of the Verglacium.
So you know who's, like, in charge of the Rhyme. You know who's the top of the top.
We can't remember. Spirits are not meant to wander this long. It can alter.
And are the people in charge of here, are they also spirits? Or...
The Everbright was one of the heroes that failed. The heroes of the Emberline.
It's just one person. One entity.
Gestures to all the ghosts around you, but yeah.
So where are the other heroes? What happened to the other heroes? Are they also dead too? Are they here?
Unsure if the spirits are surrounding or not. Their flames must still exist, though, as does the Everbrights. Here.
Flames?
So each hero has their own flame.
To walk into the Northern Claw of the Verglacium would be instant freeze. The heroes of the Emberline had flames powerful enough to grant them access to walk the icened lands.
Without freezing over. Was it innate or was it given to them by someone else?
I believe innate. The Everbright was a cleric of the Fairfather. Celestial fire was his flame.
So when I first came in here, this, like, thing was in my chest, very bright, glowy. Is that what you mean? And then someone asked me what my soul fire strength was. Could you explain?
To be able to defeat the corrupted power of the Verglacium, the amount of firepower would need to be immense.
That's
Hence,
the collecting of the souls.
Would you like an example?
Yes.
You watch as Cedric looks over to like a gate that's probably far off. Like, you guys can see it in your vision, but it's probably like you see one of like what probably was like an inside the city barracks, and the gate opens as you watch this like rhymified dire wolf jump out, and you see like it's like gnashing. It probably sees the living people, and it starts rushing towards you as you see 5 spirits jump on top of it and explode, and it's dead.
The spirits explode?
Yeah, you see like their chests glow with that white bright light, and then they explode, and that rhymified creature's gone.
Are the ghosts gone?
They're gone.
No, I didn't. I really gotta go now. Please unchain me.
Wait, I'm alive. I'm
I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy.
Would it not be easier? I mean, I guess it would be kind of difficult to find volunteers to do such a task, but would it...
I could do that.
If we get her spirit and her body back, and then she she already wants to defeat the Rhyme regardless. And if she's got soul fire...
What makes you think that you have any more significance than the heroes of the Emberline did?
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying.
Us? I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if she was chosen as a spirit, wouldn't she be just as useful living?
The spirits are chosen because every spirit has soul fire that can be used. Anything else is insignificant.
So the heroes of the Emberline, what were their fires?
The Everbright had celestial fire.
From the Fairfather, yes?
Yes. The half-giant barbarian, I can't quite remember his name, was the holder of Stormfire. The dwarven warlock had Hellfire. The dragonborn monk had Molten Fire. I can't remember if there was another. But only with those fires were they ever able to even get close to walking in the Northern Claw. None of you would be able to do that, which is why the Everbright will use what remaining amounts of flame he has and soul fire to do it himself with his army.
So we have to... A person would have to have an innate fire. Does it have to be... Are there other fires? Stormfire, I don't know what that... Lightning?
Lightning.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh. Well, I got it.
Divine flame, lightning, lava,
Hellfire.
Fires from hell.
Well, I mean, there are a multitude of other fires that exist. But I don't understand what was so...
Can your friend melt primordial ice, looking at Geo? No?
Would we be able to... Is it like a transferable power? A givable thing?
You'd enter here to steal from the Everbright.
No one said anything about stealing. Let's just put that on the table right there. Offer's not on the table to steal it.
I haven't stolen anything, and I'm covered with the brick.
But you would need someone to walk into the Northern Claw. Is that something that the Everbright is capable of? Getting to the Northern Claw?
There would need to be someone who would be able to hold all 4 flames, or 5.
5?
He said there might be a 5th. He doesn't remember.
So you'd need basically like a...
You need the 4 Lord Souls
sorts.
so that you can defeat Gwyn and rekindle the flame, the bonfire in Dark Souls 1.
I've really never had much issue with the code, actually, and I unknowingly thumbed the necklace.
So you would need someone who would hold all of them?
That sounds like a lot of power for just one person.
It was the group of the Emberline that went through. The 4, mayhaps 5.
But if all you have right now is exploding souls, how does consistently gathering those help that end?
A certain amount of soul fire. It is a lesser flame, but it is enough. If we have the numbers.
Like the other fires that you mentioned, like the hellfire and the lightning fire and whatever, like if all of those types of powers were returned to the heroes, would that reverse the freezing of the world?
Who can say?
Is that the ultimate goal here, though?
The ultimate goal for the Everbright is to take the flame he still holds in his spirit with his amassed army of soul fire to complete it himself. What had happened to the other heroes or their flames could be lost.
How does Euphenfire fit into this mess?
Euphenfire?
We've heard a thing that some special flames... We'll talk about flames, and I think it'd be a little weird if it didn't also connect to this.
Euphenfire.
It's like a holiday or something, but there's a special fire. If we're talking about special fires, that's another special fire.
I've never heard of this Euphenfire. Can I see you guys over here for a second? And then moves away with Serena, and then realizes Cedric is just standing there. Cedric, can you actually go away for a little bit? Walks back. Can you still hear us? Yes. A little bit more? Can you still hear us? Yes. A little bit more? This probably goes on for a little bit, and then, can you still hear us? Okay, I don't think you can hear us. What do we know about ghosts?
They're dead.
They're sexy.
Well, yeah.
And
Wait.
well, yeah, of course.
Because Frostfall blocked off all of their planes. That blocked all paths for spirits to go when they die.
Not in Frostfall. What do we know about ghosts? The reason I ask is because doesn't salt have something to do with ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can bind a ghost in salt.
Or I also just have salt. And
just opens door. I also just have loose salt.
And we were in black salt, and I have some black salt, and then, Frankie, do you have any rocks? Or Figs, sorry. Figs, do you have any rock salt? I don't know if salt is.
You just keep salt
Because
in
in
your
case
pocket?
this doesn't go our route, why don't we see if we can use salt? Because salt, wards off spirits, right? Isn't that a thing?
Wouldn't that
wards
ward off
them
Serena,
off.
though?
But what if we do it to ward off the chain?
Do you want to try it now?
Just try it right now.
He's looking at us.
At any moment, the Everbright could just appear, and if he appears and we break the chains and he's supposed to be a powerful spirit on a time frame, do we want her to be unchained when he gets in the room? Because then he could do some terrifying ghost things that none of us comprehend, and then we're all ghosts.
But what about what you were talking about earlier? With the crack thing? Could you put her in the crack? Can you fit Serena in your crack?
If I repeat what he said,
yeah.
then probably.
His name was Soya, if you forget.
Yes, his name is Soya. I
Don't
know.
forget
But
Soya. Don't forget Soya. Don't forget Soya.
I
Don't
can
forget
try
Oh, sorry.
I can try a crack effort at it now. I think I remember what he said. But that might suck a number of us in there. That's a little bit of
I don't
a
want
dangerous
all that.
plan.
We'll all stand
Right.
back.
Well, it sounded like they just take the ghosts.
Yeah, and
No,
so
but
that
they would make us ghosts.
Can a ghost make a ghost?
I
Google?
don't, probably. No, Google isn't here right now. He's at home.
Google's not here.
I don't know if I'm alive. Do you know what I mean? So my thought process is, what if I jiggle-jaggle the statue and put you all in it, and then I walk us over to Winterhausen. I'll just walk through the woods like my little old self, and then...
Did we put the chains on his tread so he can go through the snow?
Yes.
So, Gio, my question is, if it's you all alone in the woods
Uh-huh.
and a rhyme
Uh-huh.
comes at you, will you
Just
be
open it up.
okay?
Open it up.
will you be safe?
It's a bad idea.
But, well... Yeah,
But then-
my thought process is... I probably should wait until I know we're somewhere safe, far away enough from here, because who's to say if I open it up somewhere that's close... Because we were, 2 hours walk away? If I open it somewhere close...
Serena
Who's to say
was
Serena...
So the
think if-
assumption is anywhere within 2 hours travel could get sucked in.
Probably.
What if I just suck her up now and we say that we've never heard of her?
Stop.
I kind of want to meet this... But I kind of want to meet this Everbright, you know what I mean?
Same.
Yeah, I also want to meet the Everbright, but that's only if Serena's comfortable sitting there like that for just a little while longer, and then after we talk to the Everbright, then we can... And then we can all as a
With
party
that,
go.
you do hear this... There's this feeling of... as everything shifts. You just see all the spirits start to glow. And you look over at Cedric, probably waiting for the Everbright to show up, turn the corner or something. And that doesn't happen. Cedric does begin to glow though, as you watch his form kind of shift, and the eyes get huge and glowy as he starts to glitch, ghost glitch, if you will. We have to end Frostfall. I need every spirit in my list. And he looks up, and you just see glowing eyes as he's looking towards Serena. And you watch as the cape he had on starts to glow in this bright, almost golden light, as if it's his celestial fire, the flame he's the holder of. Cedric is the Everbright. There's an understanding that he is a 3,000-year-old ghost, and he's not right because he's been wandering for 3,000 years. Mm-hmm. So Cedric doesn't remember, sometimes.
I wouldn't either.
You, as he points to Serena, you're so fire. And you kind of watch, there's this light that hits Serena's chest, and it starts to glow intensely.
Put her in the statue.
Suck her up, suck her up!
Someone roll something for... Someone roll a salt thing! Roll a salt thing!
Okay. Assault thing?
Everybody
Okay.
roll arcane check.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Hey.
I got a 14.
17?
24.
11.
Serena, you didn't have to roll anything, so it doesn't matter.
Serena's just chained up being like, Cedric, okay, calm down. We talked about this.
He will look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 of you, and he will say, "The time is nigh. Once you see your land," as he points to Thog, "its ports close. You'll know that Avon is the last piece to fall in the Rhymes plan." And Gio's gonna look to Rayon and say, "What do I do?"
Then I'm just gonna toss the statue to Gio and say, read it. And I say the phrase that he would say.
Okay. Yeah, he reads it off and you watch as he just like, as Cedric the Everbright is coming closer, and there's this flash of light as you all get sucked in. And that's what on today's session.
Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of The Table Is Yours. Our next episode premieres next Friday, and if you're a member of the Patreon, then you'll be able to listen to our commentary track for this episode from this week on Monday. Speaking of on Monday, there's also the Table Talks, our after-show talk show about the episode in question. Other bonus content will be available for those $5 and up tiers going forward, and much more. Be sure to follow us everywhere on social media to stay up to date with everything The Table Is Yours.